Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Math Pat, and today we're going to solve questions finding the area of triangles, and our main focus is going to be on non-right angles and the formulas that we can find. So, as you must have learned previously, when we're trying to find the area of the right angle triangle, or like a triangle where they've given us the base and the perpendicular height. Let's say in the first case, we have a right angle triangle where this is the base and this is the perpendicular height. Similarly, in this case, this is our base and this is our perpendicular height. When we have the base and the perpendicular height, we can easily use the formula of 1 over 2 times the base times height. However, if we look at the triangle in the question, we do not have the value of the base, or even if we do consider like AB or BC as the base, we do not have the corresponding perpendicular heights. So since we don't have the height or the base, so it's not possible for us to use this formula to find the area of non-right angle. So in the case of non-right angle triangles, when we have been given like an angle or like two lengths or the angle between them, then there's a formula that we use, which is called 1 over 2 times AB times sine of angle C. So like obviously A, B, and C aren't like fixed, like A can be C or like, B can be C, depending on what values we have been given. This formula is basically applicable when in a non-right angle triangle, we have two lengths, let's say this point A, this point B. So this is length A, length B, length C. Let's say we've been given angle A, which is 40 degrees, and we've been given length C, let's say, which is 6, and B, which is 10. When we have two lengths and the angle between them, only then we can apply this angle. Otherwise, we cannot. So the conditions for this formula to be applicable are we need to have two sides and the angle. If we do not have this information in the question, then we cannot apply this formula. So, yeah. So going back to the question, we can see that we have two lengths, AB and BC, and then we have the angle between them, which is angle B. What we can do is find the formula by saying 1 over 2 times 6.2 times 4.7 times sine of 82. Once you figure out the values and plug them in the formula, we just solve this in the calculator. So 6.2 times 4.7 times sine of 82 divided by 2, that is 14.4 centimeters squared. In part B, it says that the area of the triangle DEF is given as 2050 millimeters square. They have given us two lengths, E and F, but they want us to find the angle D. So since we have two lengths and they want us to find the angle between the two lengths, we can still use that formula. So we can do 1 over 2 times 75 times 107 times sine of angle x, and all of this is equal to 75. So if we solve the right hand side, 75 times 107 divided by 2 That's 4,012.5 times sine x. We divide 75 by 4,012.5. Gives us 0.01 x. Then we take sine inverse 0.0169. So that is going to give us 1.07 degrees. The value of that. Oh wait, I used the wrong value. Divided into that again. 2050 divided by 4005. That is 2.5 and then take inverse of that. And that equals to 30.7. Yeah, that makes sense. 30.7. That is your value. X. If you look at question number 2, in the first part, they're asking to find the area of the triangle ABC. And in the next part, they're asking to find the length of AC. So for the first one, we'll use the same formula. We'll do 1 over 2 times 7 times 10 times sine of 35. We plug this into the calculator. We get 35 sine 35, 20.1 centimeters squared. And for the length of AC, now this is our unknown. Going back to our previous video where we talked about the sine and cosine rule, we said that the cosine rule is applicable when we have all three lengths or when we have two lengths and the angle. And for the sine rule, we said that that is applicable when we have like one complete set of like an angle and side. So in this case, if we notice, do not have a complete set of angle and side because like AC is the unknown and the corresponding angle to that is 35. But with 7 and 10, we don't have the corresponding angles. So like not use the sine. However, cosine rule is possible because we have two lengths and the angle theta. So I'm going to do x squared equals to 7 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 7 times 10 times cos of 35. If like anyone of you is struggling with like sine and cosine rule, you just check the link in my bio, like in the caption for this video, and you find the video to how to solve sine and cosine. So going back to this question, we're going to do 49 plus 100 minus 140 times cos of 35, which gives us 34.3. And square root both sides, we get 5.9 centimeters is your value of AC. In question 3, once again, they're asking us to find the area of the triangle. And as you can see, we have two lengths and the angle between it. We're going to use the same formula, 1 over 2 times 22 0.3 times 27.6 times sine of 25. Plug this in the calculator. So 22.3 times 27.6 divided by 2 times sine 5. And we have 130.1 centimeters square. In question 4, they have told us that the area is 38.5 and they want us to calculate the length of QR, which is this. So first we're going to use the area of the triangle to find the missing angle, which is going to be angle E. So I'm going to do area equals to 1/2 times 9 times 10 times sine of P. And this entire thing will equal to 38.5. So that is going to be 45 sine P. This is going to be sine inverse of 38.5 divided by 45. This plugs in the calculator. Sine inverse of 38.5 divided by 45. That is 58.8 degrees. Now that we have the value for this angle, as we discussed previously, we can use the cosine rule to find the missing length in this case. So what I'm going to do is x squared equals to 9 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 9 times 10 times cos of 58.8. So that's going to be 181 minus 180 times cos of 58.8, which is 87.7. I'm going to square root both sides to find the value of x. That gives me 9.4 centimeters. That is your value for the length of QR. If you have any questions or confusions, let me know in the comments below and I'll help you out.